Hello viewers, and welcome to this first attempted Let's Play of Liberal Crime Squad. This game was made on the Bay 12 forums, and I heard of it a lot later from a few people who I'll be listing in the video description. The concept of this game is that the conservative menace has taken over the majority of the American government, and the only option left to the less conservative people is to form the Liberal Crime Squad. This game only contains one save, so death is game over, no exceptions. And I know very little about this game, but we're going to give it a shot. So here are some advanced gameplay options. Classic mode has no conservative crime squad. They are essentially what the Liberal Crime Squad is, but for the conservatives. Having them will make the game much harder. So, I'm going to choose not to have them, which, as you can see, disables the option to have them starting. Nightmare mode makes it so that every law in the US government is absolutely conservative. This also makes things much harder, so I will not be doing that either. The next set of options is to determine our agenda. Will we attempt to make all laws elite liberal, or most laws must be elite liberal, some can be liberal? I bet you can guess which one is easier, and therefore which one we'll be doing. Here's where we get to choose the name and gender and history of our founder of the Liberal Crime Squad. The actual name can be basically whatever, so I'm just going to mash A and B a few times. Nick Scully works for me. As for our history, this determines starting stats and things like that, but I don't actually know what is what. So, I'm going to let fate decide. So, I was born in 1984 when the Sandiasta Front won the elections in Nicaragua. My parents named me Nick Scully. I hate you, parents. When I was bad, my parents argued with each other about me, but I was never punished. In elementary school, I had a lot of repressed anger. I hurt animals. Aww. When I turned 10, my parents divorced, violently. In junior high, I drew things, a lot. I was drawing a world better than this. Things were getting really bad, and I tried being a teacher's assistant. It just made me a target. Facepalm. Well, I knew I'd reached a crescendo when my stepmom shot her ex-husband, my dad, with a shotgun. She got off. Hooray! I was only 15 when I ran away, and I hung out with thugs and beat the shit out of people. Life went on my 18th birthday, I got my hands on an old Beetle. It's still in great shape. For the past few years, I've been writing my manifesto and refining my image. I'm ready to lead. And we live in Tampa, Florida. Hooray! As we can see, the year is now 2009, and conservative President Scott Ramirez ends his second term with approval ratings in the high 70s, and is succeeded by hardcore arch-conservative John Shedd. The conservatives are sweeping into power in the House of Representatives and Senate, and a conservative majority in the Supreme Court of the United States. Commentators are hailing it as the beginning of a new conservative era, which is exactly what we don't want. President John Shedd is asked the new Congress to move quickly to rubber stamp his radical arch-conservative agenda. The left seems powerless to stop this imminent trampling of liberal sanity and justice. In this dark time, the Liberal Crime Squad is born. So, now we choose the name I will actually be known by, and in tribute to the person who introduced me to this game, our founder's name will be Grimmeth. Now, as you can see, this is basically the main screen we work out of. We're at the Richter St. Housing Projects, January 1st, 2009. So, first thing we're going to want to do is view the stats of our founder, which we can see here. He has 13 heart, which is like your health and your idealism. 7 intelligence, not bad. Wisdom, which is 1. Generally, conservatives have a higher wisdom than liberals, so I'm fine with that. Health of 8. 9 agility, that's very nice. Speediness, etc. 8 strength, probably from all of the thug beating we did. And charisma of 10. And we have a bug, as in the car. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm sure it will help. Our top skills are martial arts, persuasion, shotgun, art, and teaching. Not bad. As we can see here, a fuller breakdown of what we're wearing, the number of recruits we can have. We can recruit other people to join the Liberal Crime Squad, and the state of our various limbs. As you can see, we've done no fighting, so we're not hurt at all. Now then, our first thing we're going to want to do is go forth and stop evil. What a concept. But before that, we want to fly a flag, which will make the Conservatives think, no, we're not up to anything. And we want to create a liberal slogan. In this case, I'm going to go with, again, in tribute to the person who introduced me to this game. There. Now, going forth to stop evil. As you can see, we have a few general locations we can choose from. The downtown, the commercial center, the university district, the industrial district, or the outskirts of the city, which I believe you need a car to get to. So, we could, in theory, go there. But I think first, we are going to go, to the Hall Apartments. And we're there. As you can see, this is text-based art, or TBS style, but so be it. We go in, and over here is a landlord who we can rent, essentially make a safe house of this place, but we don't have the money to do that yet. Here, I'm trying to open this locked door, and as you can see, it is not opening. We're not going to force it open because that would raise attention to our presence here. Same there. Ooh, sorry about that. That was us running into our first random encounter. I'll try to do a better job of demonstrating that next time. And as you can see, we've run into a lawyer. Because his name is White, he is a moderate potential, meaning he is not a liberal like us, but he could be, and he's not an arch-conservative scum. We're just going to ignore him. Go up the stairs, and keep going. The reason I'm doing this is to raise our security skill, which will come in handy a lot later. And here we have 3 conservatives wandering the halls. A music critic, a teenager, and a security guard. I don't mind the first 2, but the security guard is kind of a problem. So we're going to try to just act normal and not do anything. And as you can see, we weren't noticed. And we'll continue attempting to unlock these doors. Now, if you go and check your stats, as I've pointed out before, you can see what your skills are. Eventually, if it's not there already, which I'm not actually sure why it's not, the skill security will show up, and that will start to raise as we use it. I'll demonstrate what happens then when we get to that point. Keep going up. And back down. Ooh, someone up ahead. Ooh, a corporate manager and a doctor. Again, we're just going to ignore them and hope they don't raise an alarm. Which they have no reason to. We haven't done anything wrong yet. And keep going. I wonder. Well, kicked in the door by accident. Areas with the plus sign marks on them are areas where we would be trespassing, and thus our presence would raise an alarm. I'm just going to run away from that kick down door before anyone notices. Anyway, okay. So, we didn't succeed in unlocking any of the doors, other than the one we kicked down. And here we have a corporate manager and a doctor. Just going to ignore them both. Ooh, the corporate manager looked at us suspiciously. That means it is time to get out of here. And we did, with no harm. So, if we look now, our disguise went up because we were so stealthy by 0.13, yes. Really effective. But, fortunately, it doesn't appear that our security went up not sure why. Oh well. The other early option we have as the Liberal Crime Squad as a single member is to go to, say, the University District. Let's go to Schuyler Park. Now here, we can run into lots of people of all walks of life. Here, we have a plumber and a programmer. The plumber is obviously a conservative. The programmer is not. So, we will talk to the programmer and attempt to strike up a conversation about politics. Do you want to hear something disturbing? What? Have you noticed how people are working more and more hours for less and less money? It's all part of the plan to keep you enslaved, man. What am I, a hippie? Trust the free market. It hasn't failed us yet. He wasn't convinced to join our liberal agenda. So, I believe the next thing we will do is strike a pickup line, which likely isn't going to work, but they're kind of funny. Okay, the plumber didn't like that either. Well, I guess we will fight him. We hit him twice, and the programmer ran. Good. Now, I was going to say we can fight without fear, but apparently the plumber has a gun. So, before we get shot to death... Oh, he missed. Ooh, do we keep trying? I am thinking... No. He shoots again. Ooh, he hit us in the left arm. That is our cue to get out of here. Again. The musician takes a shot at us, and so does the lab tech. Yay, we made it away. A group calling the Liberal Crime Squad burst onto the scene of the political activism yesterday, according to a spokesperson from the police department. The events took place at Schuyler Park. Further details are sketchy, but police sources suggest the LCS engaged in violence. You could say that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go to the free clinic, if I can remember where that is. And I may well not be able to. I've done a few little test runs of this, but never really played it in depth. There we go, the free clinic. Okay, so now we're inactive for 2 months to heal up from being shot. The Ohio River caught on fire again. That's odd. And the CIA announced yesterday that it averted a terror attack that would have occurred on American soil. It wasn't me, I swear. Okay, so we lost $20 invested in our safe houses, which may be a problem. I don't remember exactly how much we had. We were evicted from Richter Saint Housing Projects because we didn't have the money to afford rent. Mainly because I was laid up in the hospital. Congress is acting on legislation. We accomplished nothing. So, as you can see here, the legislative agenda is completely conservative at this point because we do kick on a door. Not to change the world, unfortunately. And they all voted for John Shield as president. But we finally got out of the free clinic. So, I believe we have to activate our founder here. Perhaps I'm wrong. No. Let's not steal a car. Am I doing this wrong? Let's see. Okay. Review assets. Chip liberals. who is wanted for assault. Hmm. Okay, now he's in squad. And we will name this Go Wolf. Sure, let's go with that. Now, let's try not to get shot this time. Wrong place. We'll go back to Skylar Park. Why not? It's not like we'll get shot again, I hope. Here you can see we have someone whose name is Green, which means they are a fellow liberal. I am going to try to talk to said liberal because we need whatever help we can get. He wasn't interested. Darn. Ooh, we have a programmer and a garbage collector, along with a liberal college student. Of course, naturally, the college student is liberal. Okay, so this particular liberal is going to come back to the safe house tonight to discuss the nature of this liberal crime squad we formed. We also have a lawyer here who would be very handy. So, once again, they weren't interested. And there was a police officer there, so a fight would have been a bad idea. We'll talk to the union worker. Anything? No, also not interested. And here we have a nurse. I hope they don't have guns. The engineer ran away, this is good, and no weapon whatsoever. Oh, we won rather easily, I'm impressed. Ooh. And as you can see up there, the conservatives are alarmed, which means very shortly we may have death squads and the like after us. So, we are going to Amscray. And this is the screen where we're talking to that college student that we recruited. He's not actually a member of the Liberal Crime Squad yet, but we will work on convincing him to become one. The Liberal Crime Squad has struck again. The events took place in Schuyler Park. Further details are sketchy, but police sources suggest the LCS engaged in violence. Yes, we did. It was rumored one of them to have cried out, "Let's get on with it!" Yes. Alright, I think that brings an end to this first recording. Hope to see you guys all soon.